We're kicking things off center stage with Fresno State. Fresno State's University Theater will present its final production of the 2021-2022 main stage season with Rent. Rent is all about falling in love, finding your voice, and living for today. So joining us now is J. Daniel Herring and actress Elisa Macedo. So I'm so excited that you guys are here today. I love Rent, and it has been maybe a decade since I have seen it live in person. So tell me about when we can see the performance so we can get everybody stoked about it. When is it opening?
We open Friday and we play through the next Saturday.
Okay.
Only taking Monday night off. So there are 8 performances.
That's great.
That you can see starting this Friday.
Are we doing any matinees? What times?
One matinee on the Sunday of Mother's Day.
Oh, that's a great day.
Right.
That would be fabulous. How can we get tickets to the performances?
You can log on and go to fresnostate.edu/theater arts, and you spell theater with an R-E.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now that we know when it is, how we can go see it, let's talk about how this musical is different than anything you might have done in the recent past.
Oh my goodness. Well, for starters, we're back in a theater.
Yeah.
We're in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
I would say that it's so different and unique because we're finally all being able to be in a room together.
Yeah.
And we've really taken a close look at what was it like to be isolated from each other, and now we're reconnecting and finding community amongst everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that all diehard fans of Rent will be there, and also newcomers, a new generation, to experience why we love it so much.
And I think that it's going to be really easy for that sense of community to come through on stage, because Rent is all about community and finding, your found family. And I think that now you are in person,
Yes.
that might be able to translate easily. What has the rehearsal schedule been like? How have you guys been preparing?
Well, we started at the beginning of March, roughly around there, and have been rehearsing 4 to 5 days a week, depending on what week it was.
Yeah.
And a musical's always tough because you're not just looking at learning the lines and staging the play. You're also have got to have a musical director and choreographer and all of those elements as well. So we've been working really, really hard at that. And I think one of the things I just wanted to mention that Alexis said was about the isolation. Coming out of this COVID-19, one of the themes in Rent is isolation and feeling isolated from the world, because either you're dealing with hardship or you're dealing with the fact that you have AIDS, or you're dealing with the fact that you're homeless, or you are dealing with drug addiction. And I know these don't, but the great thing is coming out of that isolation and finding the community that can support you, I think, is one of the great things that Rent does, and teaches about love and acceptance during hardships like we've all experienced during COVID, coming out of that and showing some love and acceptance when we have these tough times, I think, is extremely important.
Yeah, I think it's a great play to have on right now as we're sort of coming out of something that we maybe didn't see in our lifeline. So how does Rent fit in with the rest of what you guys do throughout the year? Do you do musicals throughout the year, or do you do one musical, or what does the whole sort of year look like for you guys?
You want to take that?
Yeah. Usually it's one musical every 4 years.
Every other year.
Every other year.
Every other year.
Okay, every other year.
Yeah, and so wanting to do Rent, and then not being able to because of the pandemic, and wanting to do Rent in its fullest form of putting it on pause, and us being very sad. We wanted to do it immediately, but I think now coming back after having the years that we've had and being able to put Rent on stage in its fullest form to its best potential, it made the wait worth it.
Absolutely, and it's got such iconic music.
Right. And it's also the 25th anniversary of the show. Yes.
I didn't realize that.
It's been 25 years since it came out, so I think one of the nice trivia moments is none of this cast was born.
I know.
None of them. I'm the only one that was.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I didn't even think. I was telling you that I saw this play like a decade ago, maybe 12 years ago. So I can't believe that now I get to be one of those people who's like, yeah, I was born when it came out. How did you guys land on picking Rent? Who decides?
The faculty brings, those of us who are directors on the faculty, we bring ideas in of shows that we would like to do.
Yeah.
And I brought in Rent prior to the pandemic and wanted to do it. It was either that or Spring Awakening, and so I was sort of torn between the two. But I felt a connection with Rent because I remember living during that time, and I lost friends to the AIDS epidemic, and so it just, you know, has a place in my heart.
Yeah.
And so we got the rights, and the faculty all supported doing Rent. And you know, the other thing about it is about people their age.
Their age. Yeah.
It is not about me at my age. It is about young people, and I think anytime you can land on a play or a musical for a university theater that is the age of those students, I think it's a nice little jewel.
It is a nice little jewel. Well, I definitely want to see it. We will have the links to where you can buy tickets, and there are all the times right there. We'll have all the information on our website as well. You guys, thank you so much for being here today. Break a Leg, this Friday, it's opening, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, Break a Leg. Thank you guys so much. Coming up here on Central Valley today, we're calling all heroes, the program celebrating our local heroes just in time for Memorial Day. That's next.